the fact that right now the younger generation are cutting off their parents. You'll meet someone say, me, I don't talk to my mom.
True.
She's toxic. Is it a disrespectful generation, or is it a cry to call for boundaries?
This child blocking the parent and the parent not willing to speak to the child, it's now where the crisis come. And believe you me, this child, when he grows up to be a husband, he will treat the same way the father or the mother or this son used to be treated by the parent. What goes around comes around. Okay. So I usually feel like there are usually disagreements, especially when people are in a certain age. The adolescents, the youth, you know, myself, I used to disagree with my mother. But now to the drawing board, I know like if it were not my mother and my father, I could not be seated where I am. Why should I just also go down, level down my ego? We just come into agreement and in consensus so that we can, my mother will always remain my mother. My father will not always remain my father. And Ephesians 5 tells us we need to honor our parents so that we can have a very, it's a long life, right, under the sun. If we don't go back to that, Derek, there are things that usually come later and affect us in life, right? So in such scenario, I would say, first and foremost, this boy or this child need to have a counseling session. Same to the parent. You know, they also go to counseling. They find even if they cannot afford for counseling because it's a bit expensive, but as mental health champion, we are trying to bring into consensus because currently people have mental health challenges, right? So we want to bring these things lower so that if you have a challenge, we have peer counselors on board, right? Even if I am not able, but there's this favorite aunt that I have this favorite uncle. Why can I not go to them even if I'm going to give myself a break rather than taking a knife and taking maybe petrol and just burning the house, because a lot of bitterness is happening outside here. So I feel both parties, the child and the mother, they need to look for people, especially talk to these people.